Welcome back to a new episode. I hope you guys are doing good. Today we will be discussing a little bit about the owner satisfaction rating from Consumer Reports. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there and there's other people talking about the owner satisfaction and why is Tesla, number one. So I'll put up a little thing up here. The important part to understand, I think, here is that Tesla is a unique company. It is one that a lot of the consumers that I personally talk to and a lot of the people I personally have a lot of connections with, they pretty much tell me the same thing what this report says. People are just satisfied with their Teslas. Now, this is not to say that there aren't any problems. It just means that the majority of the people will definitely go back and buy another Tesla if they were to get rid of the current Tesla they own. And this is a very big thing. So today, that's what we're going to be discussing. Let's get right into it. For somebody who is a proud Tesla owner, I've owned my car for almost 2 years now. And for somebody who has a Model S 100D, I absolutely am fascinated by this company. And then, of course, I keep hearing a lot of talks about, where is everybody standing? Where is everybody's opinion? And it's not like I've never heard any complaints. The complaints are something that I hear regardless of whatever manufacturer I've ever, had the pleasure of driving, if you want to call it that. But there's always going to be somebody who's not going to like the product, or they're not going to like the customer service, or whatever it may be. And a lot of this has to do with probably more than likely previous experience or experience that they're not quite used to when it comes to the certain types of vehicles that they're driving. Tesla is a very different type of vehicle. It's not like your typical average vehicle in the big picture. Now, with that said, you still have two pedals. You have the accelerator, you have the brake, and then of course you have a steering wheel. So overall, driving a car is just driving a car. This is why I say to many people, it really doesn't matter what car you drive. Ultimately, all cars are the same to a basic certain degree. Now with Teslas, when it comes to customer service, again, I hear a lot of people talking about how they are not really agreeing with Consumer Reports, saying that, the owner satisfaction can't possibly be that high, considering all these things we're hearing about, customer satisfaction and the amount of people that complain about, Teslas. Here's the problem. When it comes down to that logic alone, there's a few issues. And one of the biggest issues I have with this is there is not a single manufacturer out there that doesn't have a great deal of people that are just simply not satisfied with their cars. In fact, I can tell you that after all the vehicles I have driven in my life and I have owned in my life, Tesla's been the least amount of problems that I've had when it came to a vehicle. And when it came to the satisfaction aspect of, how the car is handling, what's happening, the customer service. Now, customer service is kind of a wonky one because I feel the customer service is very much dependent on your location. Here in Vancouver, I have unbelievable customer service. I think our customer service team here in Vancouver is top notch. They always deal with any issue that I've brought in. Now, with that said, I also like to point out that I actually haven't had really any issues. I've had more along the lines of questions. Since I've owned my car, I really haven't had any reason to bring my car in that I couldn't have lived with. And on top of it, I always could have called them up and have them come out, and fix the car right there and then. That's the coolest part about mobile service. So with that said, honestly, I actually wouldn't have expected anything different. The results here are pretty much what I expected. When it came to the actual owner satisfaction, there's, Tesla being number one, by far, for me, is not a surprise. This is something that's a surprise to some of the people who are more, I guess they've had a little bit of a bad experience with, their delivery or the waiting time. Granted, this makes sense because, some people are just, at that point where they don't understand what a new company is all about. This is a very, very small company. If you look at the big picture, if you look at all the manufacturers combined, you really get a sense of how small Tesla is, but the big impact it's making. And it's not really easy to be running this company in to bring it up to a certain standard. But then again, to what kind of standard? So for somebody who's owned, Ford, Chevy, BMWs, I've owned them all. I can tell you that ultimately the satisfaction rating, I have always changed my vehicles. I think the longest company I've stayed with was probably Ford prior to this. And that was out of a necessity more than it was out of, satisfaction. Whereas today, I stay with my Tesla because, simply put, I am extremely satisfied with my vehicle. And some people would argue that this has to do a lot more with the Model S, the Model X, because obviously they're more expensive vehicles, but they work fine. Maybe they just put more effort into the Model S and X. I would beg to differ. I think they put a lot more effort into the Model 3 and the upcoming Model Y, which I believe as of today. Wow, I just got one of you guys commenting on a video. As of today, the Model Y is being released in the United States. I think when it's all said and done, the customer satisfaction rating has to be based on you as a customer. How do you feel about the vehicle? And the overall, would you buy another vehicle if you were to give up this vehicle? Tesla has proven themselves over and over again to me and to a number of people that I've talked to, a huge number of people that I've talked to. And a lot of you who are watching, I've seen amazing comments coming from you guys. I've seen great emails that you guys have sent, great comments that you guys have sent, how satisfied you are with this car. And all those people that I've talked to at the superchargers, whether it be here in Vancouver, or when I went down to the United States, when I was, when I'm doing my road trips, I have a chance to talk to so many people right there and then as we're charging a car. I love to kind of mingle. I love to chat with you guys. And the satisfaction has absolutely been up there. Now, with that said, there are a number of people who simply state, well, you know what? Tesla could do better. The truth is every company could do better. But Tesla is really doing an amazing job for what they are. And the size of their company, it really, really makes a big impact on what they've been able to accomplish. I know there's a number of bigger YouTubers out there, and one or two that are, I guess they have some bad blood with Tesla, I guess, since from the past, I guess. And for me, all the bigger YouTubers, I respect the YouTube community. I truly do. I think everybody's out there giving their opinions, and I am no different. I've said it constantly. Every YouTuber is a opinion. Well, it's all about opinions. It really is. So they have the right to their opinion, and I'm not disagreeing necessarily with them where the problems could lie. What I am disagreeing with them is when somebody says Tesla doesn't deserve this. I think Honda or Toyota deserves to be number one. I completely disagree. When somebody tells me somebody like Audi or Volkswagen, they deserve this. Let's not forget about the Dieselgate scandal. For me, I'll never let that go. I think what is happened there is a different story. So I don't really expect them to be up there. But they're still pretty up. I believe they're still within the top 10 of the rankings of customer satisfaction. When it comes to customer satisfaction, when it comes to Tesla as a company, they have done a wonderful job. I cannot take that away from them. I think nobody should take that away from them. I think they've done the right thing by really getting out there and talking to Tesla owners. I think this is something that the media should be doing as well. Go out there and talk to Tesla owners directly. Now, some people say this is back to normal Tesla thing where everybody stands up for Tesla. Tesla owners stand up for Tesla. Yes, Tesla owners do stand up for Tesla. I believe the ones who understand a business, understand what it takes to create a business, will absolutely stand up for Tesla. Because what Tesla has done, I don't know if any company has done anything what Tesla has done in history. They've really pushed a global change single-handedly. And I think this makes a huge difference for the way you have to look at a company. Are they perfect? No. Is any company perfect? No. I think we as consumers have to look at the company for what they are. And this is one of the key reasons that a lot of people who get into a Tesla, I advise a lot of people, don't even sit in a Tesla unless you have the money to actually buy one, because once you're in it, you are going to be kind of stuck to it. Not everybody, but the majority of the people. Anyway, congratulations to Tesla. I think they absolutely deserve to be ranked number one in terms of the owner satisfaction. And once again, great job, Elon. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. If you like this video so far, give it a thumbs up, and I truly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel. All right, with all that said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.